One of Richard Booth's first ventures was to organise book-buying coach trips from London. They've proved to be very popular, particularly in the summer months when foreign book collectors can combine the search for an elusive first edition with a ride through some of Britain's most beautiful countryside.
They close the shops at 5 anyway, you know. They do.
Buses also provide a cheap and reliable form of transport for the new stock of books from the metropolis, needed to replenish the shelves of his 5 bookshops. But how did it all start? How do you become the world's largest seller of second-hand books?
I was at Oxford. I was buying antiques and books there, working with a friend for a month or two, and he said, why don't you get a small shop where you live in Wales and use it as a buying base? And I did that and bought a shop for a few £100 in Hay and bought books all over Wales. And I suddenly found I got so many books I couldn't have anything to do with Oxford. And I bought warehouses and I filled them with books. And then I started getting a certain amount of publicity and I found a lot of people came to Hay to buy books. And it grew and grew. But I had a friend who was very good at building shelves and I was very good at buying books. And that's really all you need. And I think my great advantage was that I had no professional or academic qualifications and that I learnt with my hands. There's no training for a second-hand bookseller. What you do is you buy a big load of books and then you hold them in your hands and you learn. Then I worked out the theory of a logical bookshop. If you were interested in the First World War, what you wanted to do was to fill a bookshop with First World War books, French, German, Italian, American. The books had got to come from all over the world and so had the victims. That's one of 100 subjects, so you needed a town with 100 bookshops in it. And it grew and grew until in the end we had 9 miles of books and 2 million books, and we were in the Guinness Book of Records. We're buying more books, of course, because we have no professional qualifications than every university and library in Wales put together, because I think that, once you get highly trained people, it damages the brain.